say. There's a quirky, cool new internet show featuring rising stars and living legends too.
It is the wonderful PhiL GaMMaGe.
I'd like to dedicate this song to all the ladies here in the audience. And all you ladies out in TV land. This one's for you.
All right.
Baby, let me follow you down. Baby, let me follow you down. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just let me follow you down. I'll buy you a diamond ring. I'll buy you a wedding gown. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just let me follow you down. I'll buy you a velvet shirt. I'll buy you a serpent skirt. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just don't make me hurt. I'll buy you a velvet twine just for you to climb. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just drive me out of my mind. Can I come home with you? You know what I want to do. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you let me come home with you. Baby, let me follow you down. Baby, let me follow you down. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just let me follow you down. I'll do anything in this almighty world if you just let me follow you down.
Please, I'd like to know what anything means.
Follow you down.
Yeah.
What else would it mean?
It's whatever you want to mean, Ruth.
What's the biggest anything you've ever done, Phil?
Oh, don't take me there.
Oh, come on.
No way, no.
I want to know. Did you write that for your wife?
What's that?
Did you write that for your wife?
Actually, I didn't write that. That is an old one. That goes
Come on
back.
over. I want to know about Adventures in Blue Land.
Blues Land.
Blues Land.
One of my very, very favorite bands.
Well, originally the band got started because I wanted to promote my new CD,
Nice.
which is called Adventures in Blues Land. And the first few shows we did were as a trio. I think it was called the PhiL GaMMaGe Trio last winter. And it just evolved into the band. Kind of happened organically. I'm very fortunate to be working with some great players.
Well, you sound like a band just sitting there playing that song. You sound like a band. Like I can hear all the other things.
So can you imagine what it sounds like when there really are other people there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working with some really good people. Don Fiorino, Lap Steel,
Yay!
Kevin Tooley on drums.
Yay!
Also produced the record. Kevin did a slamming job. Really happy with it.
Where are you from again?
I'm originally from the Gulf Coast of Texas.
That's
All right.
You definitely have that going on.
Can't get it out of my...
All right, keep going.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Can't get it
well, Rich Demler played bass on the album. I worked with Rich in a band called Private World. Right now, Johnny Cement is playing bass with us.
Yeah, Johnny
Johnny
Smith.
Cement, come on. And last
cementing it all together.
but certainly not least, Mr. Robert Aaron.
Great, Robert Aaron.
So, how long have you been here?
I moved to New York in the 80s
Yeah.
and wasted a lot of time.
Not really. It just gives you stripes.
Maybe, yeah, survival stripes.
Yeah, exactly. Everything counts, you know?
Yeah, true.
I don't believe in wasted time. I think every moment is there preparing you for the next anyway. So
Good attitude.
Yeah, but it's true.
It
It's
is
like,
true.
what are you going to do? Wallow? Come on. You're so talented. Like, you wouldn't have been able to play like that if you didn't waste all that time.
Probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's very important to have those years.
yeah.
Now everything is like auto-tune. Come on, you know? If you don't have the seasoning, I mean, that's just my opinion.
I guess it was a process.
Phil GaMMaGe has been sprinkled with accents, okay?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
Meat tenderizer.
go. You'll
I
follow it
think
down.
metaphorically speaking, but whatever.
So, yeah, so do you miss Texas ever?
Yeah,
What do you miss about it?
I miss a lot of the food.
That's what I'm thinking. Everything's big in Texas, they say.
I miss the Mexican food.
Oh, I love Mexican food. What do you like the best in Mexican food?
Chili relleno.
Oh, I love that. The veggie one or the non-veggie one?
Ground beef. All the
Ah, so that's the Texan, right? So did the veggie one come next? Like, did it originally have both options, or was it?
way. When I was there was
They didn't have the
no one
veggie
has
one.
the concept of vegan, or it was very foreign. No
Well,
one-
it's definitely not vegan. Chili relleno.
What is this vegan you speak
It's so
of?
good though. But all right, so you also have a record label,
I do. I'm a partner in Worldwide Vibe Records.
and what does that mean?
It means I'm the Minister of Propaganda for the label.
Okay, are you the world or the wide?
I'm the world.
Vibe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a label I started with Mr. Tooley, Kevin, a few years ago.
Cool.
And we've got over 20 releases now. We just released Andy's bandmate, Mr. Ronnie Wheeler.
You'll be on later
Ronnie,
on.
where are you? There he is.
So how do you pick them? Like, how does it work?
Well, a lot of the catalog is music that relates to projects that Kevin and I have participated in.
Okay.
Originally it started, we had the digital rights to a certain general album that we had recorded. It was released in France in physical format, but oddly enough, the label didn't want to put it up on iTunes or anything, so we did it. And it just has
Wow,
rolled
snowballs.
since then.
Bizarre.
That's how things
Awesome.
happen. It's
Yeah.
usually the accidents or
Yeah.
the things you didn't expect. I mean, for
Right.
me, that's
Right,
how
that's why sitting sometimes is okay.
life
You
is
never
just
know.
like that. It's
Our next release is in October, The Rebel Factory.
that's what I
Yay!
said. They were amazing.
Yes, they play
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
Saturday
I
love
with
his-
Joseph Nieves.
It's
I
great.
love his drummer because there was a jazz drummer
Roger?
called
Roger.
Louis
My
Belson. Louis Belson started the double bass drum
Yeah.
and he started the metal, but that's I think where your drum may come from, but it's also blues.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you
man.
so much.
Right? Yeah. It was amazing. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I have been very fortunate because I did a little recording with Kevin and Robert Aaron, and unfortunately, this is when Phil was kind of out of commission with his knee had just been operated
Yeah.
on. So you'll be on the next one.
Doing better now, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be
Yay!
great.
I'm not going to be doing any square dancing tonight.
Oh,
No do-si-do?
No.
When can you just go?
I love square
Okay.
dancing. When was the last time you square danced? Do you miss that?
I had, in grade school, we had a class called Rhythms, where we would go into the auditorium, and they had a 78 record player, and we would square dance at school. It was part of our curriculum.
I love that. What'd you wear?
We just wore regular school clothes.
Did they have shows though? Like when you had to?
I think we had a year-end show. I remember one that was called the Texas Star, and I had to put my hand in the middle, all the guys did, and we kind of went around in a circle, and that was the star.
Look, you never forgot that.
Wow.
See, those are the things that we remember though. That's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
Is that a skeleton?
I think Let's count that as a
All right,
stash.
so Sherry.
So I can get off the hook.
Good save.
You know, I also want to, when your knee is better, to really, or you want
Sorry, you know, I had
the other
surgery on my
kind?
teeth
The other kind of cherry?
Yeah, I need a little lightweight.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better,
Oh,
right?
much better. Good.
Yeah, that's sour cherry. You like the sour, not the sweet. Just remember that.
Okay.
All right. So when your knee is better, you must come back and do-si-do.
I do remember how to do-si-do.
It's easy, right?
It was fun.
Swing your partner. I love square dancing. Do you
I-
remember the last square dance you were at?
I was probably at a father-daughter dance that I did with my father when I was in grade school, and it was really
Wow.
fun.
Wow, it's so much fun. I know. The last time I think I did, I was in a wedding in Vermont, and they made a whole barn into like a square dance. Like it was a while though. It was a while back, but that's the last one I can remember.
Actually, I used to play with Demolition String Band. We were in Germany at a hoedown. Like, who knew that the Germans loved country music? But they
They're
were like,
Bavarian. They
there were
wear
like
those outfits.
there were 2,500 people in a tent square dancing while we
In
played.
Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
Germans. They were Germans.
They were
Yeah,
Germans.
yeah, yeah.
It was freaking.
It might have came from there, for all we know. Maybe those square dance came from Germany.
Like, I think Dutch, German.
Well, you know,
Dutch.
yeah. Caroline, she just found out her name is Dutch with
Apparently.
2 E's, and she always thought it was German. She found out last night. So the Dutch and the German, there's something
German
going on.
or island.
Yeah.
Could I plug a couple of my shows?
Please do.
Yay.
As we're talking about square dancing, thanks.
Adventures in Bluesland is performing this Friday night at the Shrine in Harlem.
Harlem, that's what we like.
So all you
Although
Harlem
everybody here will be at my show. So.
It's gonna be a tough night. I know. I hear there's something else going on too that night.
Yeah, a lot
Well,
of
you can go back and forth if you have the unlimited.
Yeah.
And then next Thursday night, October 2nd, Adventures in Bluesland returns to BB King's.
Oh,
I was there last time. They were fabulous.
Wow, good for
3
you.
big sets
Wow, upstairs and downstairs.
Wow.
in Lucille's.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the left.
Nice. For
Yay!
you.
And then toward the end of October, one of our favorites, poet, activist, all around cultural giant, Mr. John Sinclair,
All right.
is coming back to New York,
Yay!
and we're fortunate, Adventures in Bluesland, to be performing 3 shows with him in the New
Alright.
York City area.
Woo!
A couple here in Manhattan and one out in Brooklyn.
Yay!
Good for you.
And one Annie is producing at the Sidewalk.
And John Sinclair will also perform with Puma Pearl that week.
I
at
know.
Sidewalk.
And I'm going to try to get Mr. Sinclair on your show, Rue,
That would
Yes.
be wonderful.
Yes.
on the 22nd. So I
Is it a
would.
Wednesday?
Yes.
It is.
Then there you go.
And his show at the Sidewalk is the following night. So you
Alright.
got all your ducks in order.
You know what?
Yeah.
I actually sent an email to WBAI today, just cold email, because I figured,
Yeah.
I even said, it can't hurt to try. So,
No,
we'll see
you'll
what
never
happens.
know if you get a nice person on
Right.
the other end.
Oh, and I also wanted to add that BB King is the best. And when Billy Gibbons heard from ZZ Top, he actually wanted to rhyme with BB and King, and they decided to say, yeah, this is Top. So ZZ Top was actually taken from BB King.
Oh, I love that.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
ZZ Top, BB
Yeah,
King.
because
Sounds
BB
like.
King
I
is
get it.
top and he was top, so ZZ,
Right.
yeah.
I saw Billy Gibbons
Yeah.
perform at
Yeah, he's
BB
cool.
King last December.
See, it's so funny, and I was there just the other night.
And that was the night I photobombed Greg Allman.
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
Oh,
smart.
backstage. On Facebook, you gotta see it.
Oh, you gotta check it out. Good for you. So, would you like to push a button? And what's your website one more time?
My website is prefabgroup.com. Prefabgroup.com. Yeah.
Oh,
all
there,
right.
that's where we're going.
Yeah,
I like that.
all right.
Give it up, Phil.
Phil
GaMMaGe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I guess push the button.
It's a life, fun time, and full of surprises.